Quinn Martin has plans to use his deep fake power in a really weird way, but some fans who heard his plan think it would be a waste of his HOH hijack power. Hey there, Big Brother fans. So BB26 is underway, and just this is crazy what we have to deal with now with how Quinn is talking about using his upgrade power. He's got a genius plan. Mind you, I'm using genius in air quotes because it's either that or it's absolute madness. And I guess we're not going to know unless and until he follows through with it. But before we get too deep into this, please click subscribe if you're not following us. All right. Just one thing before we dig into Quinn and his plan. I don't know about you guys, but the BB26 AI shtick is just not doing a lot for me. The AI graphics feel so 1982 Tron. The challenges have not been physical enough yet for my liking. And at this point, it's making Big Brother reindeer games look not as lame by comparison, if you can imagine it. All right. Back to Quinn Martin. He's got one of these two upgrades. Neither has been used yet. His is the deepfake HOH that lets him hijack someone's head of household reign. That could be good. It could be bad, depending on how he plays it. So far this season, I think more's been good than bad, in my opinion. Right now, though, things with Quinn are getting harder because of Angela Murray. And Quinn only has a couple of weeks left of his 4-week window to use this upgrade advantage. And with so many things, it's use it or lose it in this game. Same with the America's veto advantage that's in the hands of Mackenzie Manbeck. Quinn, unfortunately, got really close to first HOH Angela, and he wanted to be close because she was in power, but also Quinn and Angela seem to be legitimately forming a friendship. Since then, Quinn has found out Angela turned on him, as she's basically turning on the whole house. And after going on a tear and calling Matt Hardman crazy eyes and all that, she oversaw his eviction. But now Angela's on the block, and everybody is still wanting Lisa Weintraub out before her, which is very interesting. And overall, you know, Angela's unpredictable, flying off the handle. She's been declared a bully by most of the other house guests. And in the midst of all this, very troublesome because she knows that Quinn has this advantage. And because of Angela, Quinn may lose his chance to enact his plan just because she's so unhinged and is ready to throw everybody under the bus. So Quinn also told Kimo Apaka about his power. And then just this past week, a very just furious Angela seemed ready to tell the entire BB26 house about his advantage. First, she came out and told them that one of the advantages was this deep fake HOH. And then she told them how it worked. So it was very clear that she had some information. And then Angela said she knew who had it, but she held back on dropping Quinn's name. Angela, to me, seems to be kind of low-key blackmailing Quinn, you know, and really the house, it's like, you know, if I stay, will I tell? If I go, will I tell? So it's kind of a crapshoot. Angela clearly cannot be trusted at this point. She even went ahead and told Tucker that Quinn has this power, but he didn't believe her. Tucker still thinks it's Lisa. But then as of Tuesday, Kimo confirmed to Tucker, whom he's also close with, yes, Angela was telling the truth. Quinn has the power, not Lisa. So with the house leaking like a sieve, I'm not sure if Quinn can use it before. Either he loses it because of time or because Angela exposes it, making it difficult for Quinn to effectively wield this advantage. But if Angela keeps it zipped, along with Kimo and Tucker, you know, then what Quinn said on the live feeds about how he wants to implement his upgrade could happen. He could use it on the next head of household, whoever it is, but he has got a more devious plan in mind. Quinn unfolded his plan to Kimo. And the other thing to know is that although Quinn also told Angela about his upgrade, he didn't tell her his devious plan about how he wants to use it. So when Quinn revealed this strange plan to Kimo, I couldn't decide if it was genius or madness or some of both. Rather than using the deep fake HOH on someone else's head of household reign, Quinn wants to win HOH and use it on his own head of household reign. Weird, right? But there is some method in this madness. After surviving Angela and Cherie's HOH reigns relatively unscathed, Quinn wants to win this HOH in one of the next 2 weeks so that he can use the deep fake power and hijack it himself. So why? Well, when he was talking to Kimo, Quinn said that he would nominate the biggest threats in the house. Sounds good, right? But then that gets a lot of blood on his hands. However, he plans to blame it on Lisa. Basically, since a lot of people think she has an advantage and people think that she has the deep fake, she took over the HOH. She nominated these people. Quinn is not a fan of hers, has not been probably since right after the moment they came in the house and she pulled out that glitter, and he's called her a snake. Tucker's no fan of hers. Her glitter has definitely not charmed the rest of the house. And the thing is, unless Lisa pulls out another comp win in the AI arena, she may be evicted and won't be around to be his scapegoat. But maybe he could transfer this plan over and scapegoat Angela and, could blame it on her and say that she was talking out of both sides of her mouth when she was telling the house about the plan, trying to scare them. This plan of Quinn's was one he developed before Lisa went on the block a second time and before she failed to win the power of veto this week. So if you don't keep up with the live feeds, Kenny won, took himself off the block again, and Tucker, who also doesn't like Lisa, was the renom, but he's supposed to be a pawn and Tucker's not supposed to be the target. The target is supposed to still be Lisa, despite Angela aggravating most of the house. And Quinn may be hitting a roadblock in implementing this double fake out HOH advantage thing because Angela was running her mouth to the rest of the house. But I do think that Quinn might be able to flip it around, and there's no proof that he has the advantage, and there's no proof that Angela doesn't. So this Thursday on live eviction night, if Lisa, his original scapegoat, leaves, could he flip it around onto Angela? Now, a lot of the house already doesn't like her, but they are still prioritizing their dislike of Lisa over their dislike of Angela. But just maybe Quinn can turn this around and turn his advantage into one for the whole house and help convince them to get Angela out. We'll see how it goes, because he could always say that the reason she knew so much about the deepfake HOH is because she's holding it. Would Quinn go that far? Would he be that devious? Maybe. He is a super fan. We'll see how it goes. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and come back soon for more on Big Brother 26.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.